Well, hey, this is Rosa RCG Creations. How are you doing? Oh, hold on one second. I'm back. I had to turn down the TV. It was a little loud. We are going to be dehydrating potatoes to make hash browns, but I'm showing you from the beginning to the end, and it should only take 5 steps, and it just depends on how many potatoes you're going to peel and shred, of how long it's going to take. The dehydration part is probably going to take a good 8 to 12 hours. And again, it depends on your humidity, what part of your elevation, and what type of dehydrator machine that you use. Now, you could always do this in the oven too. Okay, I've never done it that way, but you can. You always want to start off, number one, clean tabletop. Make sure it's clean and sanitized. Clean tools, cutting board, potato peeler. Clean bowl. You want a bowl of water, and you want, as soon as you peel the potatoes, now you don't have to peel the potatoes, just if you want to leave the skin on, just make sure you brush them really well to get all the dirt and yucky stuff off of them, okay, and then shred them with the skins on. Hubby and I don't care for that, so we're going to peel the potatoes. Okay, then keep a bowl of cold water, because as soon as you peel the potato, you want to put it in the bowl, because you don't want air. It's going to turn them black, brown, more black. So air is your enemy when it comes to an unpeeled potato. And then I'll bring you at the next phase. Okay, we'll be back. Because I'm sure you all know how to peel potatoes. But I'll go ahead and start off one. For those who are totally newbie, because this is a newbie process. Oh, and have your trash can handy. Because once your pile gets kind of stick on your work surface, you want to be able to dump it into your trash. And I'm just getting my potato peeler. I'm a righty. And I'm just peeling the skin, and wherever it goes is where it goes, because this is a kind of a messy job. It's just me pretty well, since I'm a messy cook. But anyway, so, and you just turn it, be careful, because this is a very sharp blade. This is from, oh, what's that? It's a online, Pampered Chef. I love their, this is a potato peeler, carrot peeler, a vegetable peeler is really what this is called. But you can get them anywhere, grocery stores, wherever. But this lasts a long time. It's got a little plastic cover too. So get your peeled potato, stick it in the water, and then grab your other one. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you on that. And I'll bring you to the next phase when we're done peeling. Okay, we're already peeled some potatoes, and we have a shredder attachment to our KitchenAid machine. We've already got some done, but I just want to show you for the sake of the video and some of your new people here. We're putting this on the number 4 speed. You take your little chute out. You get your potato, take the excess water off, put it in there, and then you don't put a lot of pressure, but you want it to shred the potato. And while that's working, you get another potato out and get it ready. And you can hear it. Now listen to it. You can hear that. See that? You can hear the potato. Okay. And when you have a smaller potato, you can put 2 of them in there, like these are little baby ones. You just have to put a little bit of pressure in it. Will you bring the camera this way? Bring the camera over here so they can see. Hubby's going to help me with the camera. So I'm going to show you how there's a little bit of potato still there. And then I'm putting a little bit of pressure so it peels it, shreds it. Not peels it, shreds it. And I want to show you the front right in here. When you see that? Okay, hubby's gonna help because something's going on. I don't think I'm putting enough pressure. Okay, yeah. You hear that little shreddy noise right there? That's how you know the potato is being shredded. And then he likes to leave it in there like that so a lot of this potato comes out. Remember, never stick your finger in there when it's moving because that you can actually slip and slice your finger. And here he's putting another one in. I guess I don't think I was putting too much pressure in. Okay, but now you get the main gist of it. So we're going to do the rest of these potatoes and we'll come to the next phase. Okay, we're here at the sink, draining all the potatoes. I personally, this is just me, Rosa, I like to rinse them in cold water and let them drain a little bit before I put them on the dehydrator, just to help get rid of any excess starch. And I do dig in to the bottom to make the water goes through all of the potato, and then I move it around. And I get all in there and get all dirty and messy. And then I put this on. The next step is going to be put this on the dehydrator tray. So I will bring you back when we get to that phase. Okay, as you can see, I got one of these sink colanders that expands. And I have it sitting in the same bowl that I had before. So all the excess water drains in the bowl. And for me, Rosa, I like to always start on the bottom tray with a jelly roll. I'm trying to grab it out of here so you can see it. Okay, so this is here's my, I have I forget the brand of it, but I'll say it before the video's over. This is the jelly roll. Just because this collects any additional moisture that may fall during the dehydrating process, okay, and it doesn't get water and pull it up, because remember, this is an electronic machine. Well, excuse me, I'm using an electronic machine, and I don't want to have any water down there, so I always start off when I'm doing anything with wet product with a jelly roll on the bottom. And I probably won't need this tray because I don't have I'm pretty sure I won't need it. So this is just going to be a tray, because my particular dehydrator requires 5 trays for it to work properly. Excuse me, talking about 4 trays to work properly. It's American Harvest dehydrator. That's what I got. It's a Garden Master American Harvest. So, and then my second tray, which is going to be on the bottom, I put the mesh so that way when they get really dried up, they shrivel up. They may fall, and they don't fall to the next one on the next level. So, I'm going to start. Typically I'd be going down there, but because I'm recording today, I'm having to be compact. So now, make sure your hands are clean, which of course we just washed the potatoes. But make sure they're clean, and then you just want to scatter them. And since I have so many trays and I don't have a whole lot of potatoes that I'm doing, I can scatter these very sparsely. That cuts down on your drying time, which is good for you, so you can go on to another project. Okay, and then you just want to spread them out, because the more airflow on your trays, the faster they dry. Okay, and here's a little big piece that didn't cut, but you know what? I'm still going to dehydrate it, because I'm not going to waste it. It's still good food. Okay, and remember, these are homemade hash browns. And you notice I never put any oil at all. Never put oil in the water. You just, because oil is bad for dehydrating product. Okay? Let me just get some of this extra hash brown off my hands. Now I'm ready for the next tray. The next 2 trays. So now I am just going to do one more tray, and then I'm going to do the rest, but I'm not going to stay on the record video. I just want to get you a main gist, especially because I am going to label this a newbie video. So that way people who have no idea, if they never dehydrated with a dehydrator, to make their own hash browns. They'll know a step by step. Because one of the things I hate when I'm learning something that I've never done before is I hate when they don't record that step. And it's like that step is pretty crucial in a lot of cases. And it's like, great. So you don't know what the next phase is. When you're brand new, you don't know what's going on. It's like, what do we do? What do I do? You know, it's trial and error, which a lot of things is trial and error. Okay, and then I'm just separating those. And then I get to my next tray, but I'm stopping for right now. I'm going to finish this off, and I'll bring you when I get ready to put them on the dehydrator. Okay, I got 10 trays, but of course the 9th one doesn't have any hash browns in it because it's got my jelly tray to hold any excess water. I wipe down everything on the outside. There's a piece of potato. I'll have to save it to put in the sink. And I have the Nesco Garden Master by American Harvest. It's a food dehydrator and jerky maker. I think this could actually hold 15 trays, I believe, but I've only got 10. And you can see I had these trays, the older ones are kind of faded out, for almost 30 years. The exact same trays are still working great. And these newer ones are about maybe 12 years old. But anyway, I'm going to put it at 135. I'm going to set my alarm. Listen how quiet it is. So I'm going to set my alarm for 6 hours. I'm going to check them. And I personally, this is me, Rosa, I like to rotate my trays around. So that way the top is the bottom, because the air is coming from the bottom up. And this right here, here's the top. And you see that there's a hole there, all the way down. So the air is circulating all the way around. So this way, I like to rotate. But I rotate my trays on everything that I do when I'm dehydrating. That's just me, to speed the dehydrating process, which saves me time. Also saves me electric bill, but this hardly uses any electrics. I think it uses maybe $3 to $5 in a month, so that's not bad at all. So we'll bring you back at the next phase, and we'll catch you later. But I'll bring back. Just wanted to show you. Here's the leftovers that we're going to have for breakfast tomorrow and Monday. Since Monday's a Labor Day holiday, we're going to have hash browns with breakfast when we make. It's my turn to cook, so it's going to be me making it. So we're going to have eggs and hash browns for breakfast. But anyway, all you do is make sure you soak them all in water, not all the way totally full. You see that? You can see how. Let me get closer. You can see where the water is at, and then make sure it's in an airtight lid. Stick in the fridge. Put it on a strainer the next morning. Pat towel them dry. Then put them in your hot oil and fry them up how you like to eat them. We're all set. Okay, we'll bring you the next phase when the dehydrator is done. Okay, took the potatoes out of the dehydrator. It only took about 12 hours for everything to cook, because these last trays that I have here were laid on pretty thick. But that was okay because it was overnight, so I was sleeping, so I didn't really phase. But here's a big but. You see the color of them? I forgot to blanch them. I can't believe this, but I want to show you. Here is a set that I did blanch, and I want to show you the two together. Okay. So, FYI, if you don't want ugly looking potatoes, they're still good to eat. They still have some nutrition. They did lose some of the nutrition from the oxidation of when they went to the dehydrator because they were not blanched. But I'm going to go ahead and cook some up to show you. And I'm going to give you an honest first time, because this is my first time not blanching potatoes. I can't believe I didn't do it. But anyway, you know what? It happens to everybody. So I will bring you back when I come to the next phase. Okay, now I'm going to show you what to do to rehydrate a dehydrated product. You get your autumn, put it in a container, and take it over to the sink. And you want to add just enough water, not to soak it, saturate it totally, see that? But just enough so the whole thing rehydrates. It's going to take about 20 minutes for it to totally rehydrate and get back to its rehydrated position. So we'll bring you back at that phase, and then we're going to fry this up, and then we're going to do a taste test. Remember how I told you in the beginning of the video that, well, early, not in the beginning, but earlier, that you want to lay a jelly roll on the bottom tray because it's going to collect all the stuff? Well, this is what it collected from all the peeling off the dehydrated potatoes. So that save yourself a lot of space, time, and cleaning by having that on there. So here's my little pile that I think that got all over the floor, the table, not the floor, the table. And then let me bring you over. I want to show you when you don't blanch your potatoes, because they have to be blanched before you put them on the dehydrator trays. You're going to get, let me find one. There was one that really had a good one. Here's one where I just had a mesh tray. Okay, I'm trying to find one that's really noticeable. Okay. It doesn't happen to everything because it just depends on how it sticks. The potato sticks to the moisture of the tray. Okay, here it is. Okay, let me get back to some better light. Bear with me. I'm going to get here to the better light. You see how this? You see those black stains on your trays? This is one reason why you always want to wash your trays after each use. Okay, so I just put mine in the sink. We got a sink when we got this house that would be big enough to hold these trays all the way in, and they do. But it only holds, I think, like five trays deep. And I just fill them with water, and I let them soak. I think you'll be able to see that a little bit better right there. And maybe 10-15 minutes at the most. It just varies. And then sometimes I just use my little vegetable brush, and then I just scrub it around there. But usually the water, just soak it in the water, loosens all the food because it's just food. Okay, so now here's this 9 jars of trays. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it was 9 trays, and it made me 3 jars. That one's not totally full yet because I'm going to put this in there, but I wanted to show you, right quick, because this is for a newbie from beginning to end video. Well, at least I'm hoping it will be. So here's a leftover. So some people put parchment paper over their whole table, and then they just dump their trays on it, then they pick it up and move it. To me, it's a total waste because I've already sanitized and cleaned my table that I'm over here working on. So I'm already knowing I'm working with a clean surface. So that's just one less thing that I have to mess with. And I'm okay with it all coming to a pile. And then I just push it into a pile and I put it in there. But you do what is best for you. And also don't forget to do your own research about eating potatoes that have not been blanched. A lot of people, just because they don't look good, but they're okay to eat. All it is oxidized, but it's a personal choice. And I would be putting a disclaimer in that portion of the video just because I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. So I'm going to say this more than once, at the beginning, the middle, and at the end. You do your own research, and you do what's best for you. If you're totally fine with just taking everything and throwing it away, starting over, make sure you wash your trays, your utensils, your jelly rolls, your mesh trays, wash everything in hot soapy water, make sure they're all clean, and start over from scratch, start over, and just do another batch. But it's your choice. So I'm going to bring you back because other sample is still rehydrating, and then I'm going to fry it up, and then I'm going to do a taste test. Okay. My potatoes are rehydrated. See that? Okay, of course they do not look good. I'm telling you right now. Burner's on. I already preheated this pan. I like to cook mine because these are hash browns and a little bit of oil. But you cook them, you fry them up how you want to fry them up. You cook them, you bake them, however you want to do it. Whoops. A little too hot. Let me turn down my burner. Okay, and this part I'm just going to discard because I'm just doing this as a sample. Let me just put the rest of this in there. Okay, then you just fry them up how you normally would fry them up so they get golden brown. So we'll bring you when they get to that part, and then we'll do the taste test. I want to show you, it's kind of hard to tell when they're golden brown because they're dark, they're basically almost like black. But you can definitely see where some of that stuff is frying and getting golden brown. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on when you're frying these. Okay, they're almost done. Just flip them over. Now we're waiting for the other side to get cooked. Okay, here comes the reveal, the taste test. Gotta add me a little salt. I have to have salt, a little salt on potatoes. I do like to have anything when I'm frying, put on a paper towel to soak up any excess moisture. I mean, not moisture, any excess oil. Just to get a little bit of low-cal. So I'm just soaking up the oil. Okay, here comes the reveal. It tastes just like a potato. Just like normal. They just don't look good. Yep. You got some soft spots. You got some crunchy spots, just like a regular hash brown, homemade hash brown. Or even a store-bought hash brown, same thing. But this is a medium. It's not a total fail, positive, because I forgot to blanch them. But it's not a fail because they look bad, but they taste good. And again, like I said before, do your own research. You do what's best for you. Taste the whole thing, or you know what, serve them and eat it up. Because you know what, nowadays with money being so tight and groceries being so expensive, you do what's best for you. We thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to hit like, comment, share. Oh, you know what, I'm not done. I'm going to show you my trays. And I wish I knew, but we got this at Home Depot. Look how big this sink is. All 10 trays are in here. They're soaking in water. And my towel to wash them. And then I'm going to get my little towel over here. What they're going to... I dry mine stacked on top of each other, just like they do in the dehydrator. And then I let them air dry naturally. Okay. And I'm just going to hand wash them, let them dry, and we're good to go. Okay, great. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.